time.
Anytime.
Not on time.
Once in a while.
It had been me, they would have been mad.
Oh, man. Neither here nor there. Hey, you are tuned in to the greatest show. Happy Star Day over there. My name is Justin Kick It. We got
Gina Way.
We got. And we are here to entertain and inform.
I do not own the rights to this music because y'all just want to keep on doing my stuff.
She doesn't, but I do.
I do not own the rights to this music.
We got a guest. We got a guest coming in today.
You blocking 32 countries.
So, in the meantime, we're going to talk about our wonderful sheriff here.
Our wonderful sheriff.
Just pronounce sheriff.
We're going to talk about our sheriff.
We're going to take the I out of there. So, he's been in the news recently. We've talked about him at least 2 or 3 times. Mm-hmm. Actually, twice. This is the third that I recall correctly. The first time, remember the ex-employee, he tried to take his gun.
Made him shake some dice to keep his job. One person keep their job.
Yeah, had to do that.
So what are you doing now?
He was harassing, and then the second time, it was the thing with taking his kids to school. Mm-hmm. And now, apparently, he doesn't want to take the detainees to the hospitals.
What?
It handled it for decades. He says the budget constraints, of course. But, I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's been doing it for decades.
So who's going to take them to the hospital? So y'all just going to continue to let them lay up in there and die? Because that's what y'all been doing.
If the detainee becomes seriously ill, 2 deputies transport the individual to a hospital, supervise them, of course, even for days or weeks. Oh, well, that's it right there.
Because
they don't want him to escape.
They losing manpower having to sit and wait for this motherfucker to heal up in the hospital. That's basically
days or weeks.
No, that's bullshit because...
Well, yes and no.
Because what you talk about manpower, that's what we got you for. They are in jail. So that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's your job. That's what you're getting paid for. So... when it all boils down, motherfucker, that's job security. The only thing you complaining about is actually working.
They're just standing there babysitting.
Actually working.
Babysitting. They're standing there. Homeboys, they got to be handcuffed to the bed or something.
Yeah.
They're just standing there playing on their phones.
No, dude mad because they denied his ass from getting them goddamn golf carts.
Right.
That motherfucker just trying to get some golf carts, man.
Even for days or weeks. So that's 2 deputies. So that's the salary times 2.
You taking away
2 weeks salary. Why does it say if it's longer than weeks? There's circumstances.
But that's part of the job.
Yeah, that is.
So why are we complaining about the job that you're supposed to be doing?
Look, the mayor said that's ludicrous. Karen Spencer said that's ludicrous time.
Yeah, less than 2 weeks notice, number one. He just said he doesn't. You can't just drop this. Oh, we just had a tornado. Now I got to deal with this shit.
I got to deal with this shit.
Yeah, like,
he a bum, man. I keep telling motherfucker that dude, that ain't no motherfucking good, man.
It's ludicrous.
To drop the what?
I hate I want him in
yeah, you can't just drop him off. You got to at least give me 2 weeks notice. Hey, mayor, I want to change some stuff or whatever, but you can't.
So she can put something else in there because, once again, I said, these people got to get to the hospital. You just gonna let them lay up in there and die. They didn't have so many people die up in there, and that's probably why they doing it because nobody want to transport them.
City of St. Louis.
Here we go.
If y'all keep this motherfucker, he gonna cost him some money. Watch.
A good chunk of these dollars have been spent on lobbyists, of course. The cost of the sheriff's office has exploded, so he's been charging them more, but they're also mass firings too, as we said. He said his department is short-staffed and financially stressed. The sheriff, I mean, they're not even really cops either. They just do they do
shit that.
But you know they actually are. They are.
Really?
Sheriffs are.
They can't pull you over.
So they got to pull them from courts, overtime funds, and how much?
Because they don't patrol the streets
I want to know how much is.
They not real police.
Yes, they are.
Well,
they just policemen and the judge. They just protect the judge. They do a lot of bitchy work.
Oh, thousands of dollars for golf carts?
Yeah. I told you he got denied for the golf carts and shit like that.
That's why he's bitter, huh?
Yeah. Man, I kind of hate I wanted that man to win, man. You sit back, you think about it.
But Betts wasn't any better. He was in there just like Darlene Green.
Sheriffs protect the government people and the government
he was only there for 8 years. I thought he was longer than that. Betts, only 8 years. He was a previous one.
But he had been working down there. He was just the he had been working as one, but he was just
Montgomery's mismanaging of staff and finances. Of course, how are they short-staffed?
Man, they gonna fire him. I'm sorry, they gonna get rid
because
of
him. He got rid of everybody, and then some of the other ones quit because it's just like it's politics. It's like
Budget
everybody
woes.
else.
You know what that is? You know what that falls on? The comptroller. I bet the comptroller
She
who
lost
we got
after
a new
all of
one
this.
too, right?
She lost after 30 years.
So whatever Darlene's funky ass was doing before,
Lord.
she's the one that fucked up the finances in the beginning.
Yeah, because they said she wasn't even doing payroll.
Theoretically, right? This didn't happen just
we already talked about it.
Right.
This didn't
happen
she was down
just
there fucking up the money.
Well, that's
remember
been.
she got in trouble because she didn't pay the fucking workers. Remember that, don't you?
They're acting like it
policeman.
just happened. Yeah, they're acting like it just happened now,
No,
of course.
that
But
shit
yeah,
been
it's
going
been
on.
going on,
No,
right?
it's been going on all day long.
So we still need to get her in here and figure out, but she's got to
That
clean
lady
up
ain't
all
gonna come
the.
here. That lady ain't gonna come here.
But anyway.
So they said the Department of Corrections is caught in the middle.
What's up, Ma? Yeah, that lady ain't gonna come nowhere near this motherfucker.
So they want. So who do they want to transport the prisoners to jail and watch them? But like I said, that's what sheriffs do because they do security.
They escort the prisoners.
But I'm saying, but they still do security.
Escort them back. They sit and watch.
So if you take them to jail, if you taking them from the jail to the hospital, that's your job. You're supposed to sit there and watch them.
Because they don't do a goddamn thing.
They have an $8.8 million contract for prisoner medical services.
Man,
so if they're spending more than that,
that's because somebody's stealing.
Yeah.
How they stealing more than that? And they down there letting the people die in the Justice Center.
City of St. Louis.
Oh.
Y'all better get rid of that.
Look at this.
It's gonna cost y'all a lot of fucking money. Watch what I tell y'all.
The St. Louis police have confirmed that they handed over the information to the information
about
FBI.
Man, they finna look into this dude.
They got to.
Because he on some bull. Look.
Yeah. Wow.
The
FBI's conducting an investigation.
Damn, sure.
He motherfucking made that dude roll the dice.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Who the fuck does that? Right then and there, I'm surprised he ain't been fired already. You can't do no shit like that.
What's that called?
They ain't fired Trump.
That's a whole different story.
Yeah. I can be the president now.
You can be whatever you want to be.
I can be the president now, too.
Oh, man. I always tell people that.
Straight up. Ain't no motherfucking felony. I don't want to hear shit about no felony.
They got,
if you got a felony, goddamn it, I should maybe get her at the same place.
They need to take all of it off the job applications and all of that. That's what they saying.
Take it off. Because the motherfucking president, the motherfucker that run this whole fucking United States of America, that motherfucker got big boy felonies on the hill. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I don't want to hear shit about no felony. Ain't no felony.
Yeah, we still praying for our city. It's still a lot going on. They have a lot of events today for y'all can go get help in different places. So be looking out. Go to these places. I just saw somebody up the street. I know they lying, and that pisses me off. Holding up signs. Somebody helped them. They lost their stuff in the tornado. I'm like, they lying.
They got fake accounts.
Everybody out here bull crapping. God don't like ugly, y'all.
He don't like pretty either.
And if y'all sit here lying and doing all that,
he don't like pretty
and something else that I had wanted to say, and I was saying that is a lot of people out here getting mad at people for getting food that wasn't caught in a tornado, but let them, if they really need it, let them people eat, because what people fail to realize is that St. Louis areas, food banks and stuff was running low. We feed a lot of people that do have jobs and all that, because what people fail to realize is that a lot of people who have their jobs, they only one paycheck away from losing their homes and all of that stuff too. Right. And they have to choose between, even the elderly, they have to choose between buying food and paying rent and all that. So we already was using the food banks in St. Louis. Like,
so you said we were stressed thin.
We was already stressed thin. So a lot of people, it might be people out here who do have jobs and stuff and all that, but they still need that food. They've been relying on that food for years. So let the people get the food if they need the food.
Well, I'm talking about. Are you for real?
Yeah.
I feel what you're saying, but how can somebody who has somewhere to go and still got perfectly means of being able to do whatever they do to try to get a hustle on
The same way you got. No, I'm not saying take everything. I said let them people get food because them people was already getting the food. Now that the tornado happened, they can't. They're like limited to what they can get now because everything is going towards them. People still need help. These people were still getting help weekly and monthly, just like the elderly people. It's a lot of elderly people that gets this stuff that didn't get caught in the tornado, but it don't mean they still don't need it because, like you said, you getting a $700-800 check a month, and you got medicine costs $1,000, and then you still got to pay rent, you got to pay all that. They look forward to that. These are the people that these people were serving every day, daily. They were serving these people already. So I'm like, when it comes to the food, don't worry about. If you know them people got a job because them people still need to eat too.
It seems a little selfish to me though.
It's not selfish.
I don't know how.
Because a lot of these just
selfish to me, y'all.
Because a lot of people.
Like if you could go home,
so now I can't eat.
Go home. I'm talking about. I understand. Don't tell me motherfucker shit just burn empty now.
You'll be amazed.
Gina, it's not the same as a motherfucker that just lost.
Okay, but I got a house, but I'm still hungry. So because the tornado came and did this, but this is the only way that I was able. But this was the only way that I was able to feed my kids, even though I work every day. But I don't make enough and all that. And the food bank, it was helping me get along. Or I'm an elderly person or a disabled person that only get a certain amount of money a month, and the food banks was helping me eat. So now I have to share, because we had this natural disaster, we have to share this food now with these people
but
too.
Ain't that's only right to do that?
But what I'm saying is, don't say that these people shouldn't come. They was already coming. That's the only way they surviving. What people fail to realize
I don't get that, but that's a tricky one right
How it's tricky? Why would they need the food? Why would they need the food banks? Why would they need the food banks? If
the needs of them are way more important than
problem.
Somebody who got
it's important for everybody.
Hungry. I'm pretty sure they got a canned good or two in the house.
The main problem.
You mean to tell me your mother lay in the house and they got nothing?
You'll be amazed at a lot of people in their houses ain't got nothing.
Selfish.
The main problem.
That's doing that,
you know what selfish is? The main problem is these big companies don't use the funds that they receive.
No, they don't.
They put them in accounts to make interest. Or
they
pay for commercials. United Way? Why is United Way paying money for commercials?
Instead of doing that.
Right. I mean, we know what United Way is, right?
Instead of everybody know what it is.
They pay Super Bowl commercials. That's millions of dollars they spend on commercials.
For a 30 seconds.
United Way, get your ass to St. Louis. What are you doing? Yeah.
But what I'm saying to him is, but what I'm saying,
all the money going to Red Cross.
But what I'm saying to you is, you the one who say how you watch the news every day and all the time. You never see how them people on that news at least once or twice a week saying, can y'all please donate to the food banks that they're about buried. We have so many families that we need to feed, and a lot of them are working families, but this is how they feed their families. People still need, until you get out here and do it, and you, like you say, until you get out here and work, and you working every day, and you working these jobs that barely pay you money, and you barely making it, but you got to pay the rent. You got to make sure your kids got somewhere to sleep and all of that, but they going to bed hungry. You forgot, I've been teaching for 30 years. There's plenty of kids who come to school hungry as fuck. They don't eat unless they come to school. Why you think the free lunches and all that stuff started? Why you think?
I feel sorry for them that they got blessed into, they came into some bullshit ass parents.
It ain't bullshit ass parents. They doing the best they can do. All these jobs don't pay you shit. Why you think people fight every day when they say vote with the minimum wages and all of that stuff? Fail.
People can't get it too in my house. I don't want to hear that.
So put it like this. You go to work. Now you go to work.
So you mean
Let me break it down to you. You go to work. You bring home $400 a week. You got 3 or 4 kids and yourself. You brought 4. You bring home. The kids eating it. The hell?
Can opener broke.
No, we're gonna find a way to get it. What I'm saying, we're gonna keep some. We ain't gonna just be completely just empty.
You will be amazed how many people you don't have enough money. You can't even pay the bills.
But it's too many, like you said, too many places giving away shit for them to be like that.
And that's what the fuck I just said. You said for them not to go.
But what I'm saying, at this point right now,
nah, they still gotta
y'all got to take a step back.
No,
to the people
they
who
should
ain't
never
got
have
nothing.
to take a step back.
Why wouldn't they?
You feed everybody.
Oh my
I would not turn nobody down.
Okay.
I would not turn nobody down because they. What you
I
always tell me is always somebody out here worse than you, but it don't make yours worse.
Down in the city right now, and I'm just riding. I wouldn't even feel right just taking a hot dog from them people for the simple fact of knowing.
Phil, you don't need that.
Listen
I said the people who need it.
I'm just saying. That's what it's my saying.
They still need it.
I don't need it. They don't.
They do need it. They don't have no food at home. They don't have no food at home.
What about the people who ain't got nothing?
Okay, so one hot dog ain't gonna kill them. They only got.
That just don't sound.
They was
right.
already feeding these people.
I'm sorry, y'all.
They was already feeding these people.
Real talk.
So that's just like, okay, so put it like this. Motherfuckers who are on housing programs and who doing this and who doing that. They got the money is short. They trying to take that away. So the people that's already on housing and got their housing, should they take their housing away from them and give it to these people? Should they take these people who on Section 8, low income and all of that because they got a house to already live in and all that? Should they take their Section 8 and their low income away from them to give it to the other people that don't have nothing so they can go somewhere and have somewhere to stay because now they have nothing? But y'all that's on housing and Section 8 and all that, y'all already got somewhere to stay. So use all y'all money and pay market rent and then let these people who don't have nothing take the housing from y'all that's already getting housing and get it because you can only get so much. No. And the same motherfucker way they was giving food to them, they still can give it to them and give it to them too.
Gina, ain't nobody saying to stop giving food up. What I'm saying right now,
they was saying that.
No, that's lame.
And that's what I just said.
What I'm saying, right now, all the resources got to go down here, B. I'm sorry.
Nobody even saying that. That's not what I was saying. I said stop saying that other people shouldn't be able to eat.
They ain't went down yet. Gina, stop it.
I never said nothing about that. I never said don't help them. You said if people was getting food from the food bank, they shouldn't get it no more because they should let them get it. That's what I was saying. And you told me, yeah, they shouldn't get it. Let them get it.
I'm talking about if you going down.
I didn't say that.
If you going to the city and you from the county or remain in the city and your life is still
but you brought your own point.
Down there getting that
fair,
shit.
But that's not what the fuck I said. You saying something totally different. I said leave the people alone who was already going to the food bank because that's the only way they was eating. Because they with their bills and all of that.
Ain't nobody stopping them.
People was talking about it. And I said, leave them people alone. I said they still need to get their food. You didn't listen to it. Right. That's what I'm saying. I ain't talking about the motherfuckers out here just doing shit on purpose. It don't matter if your house is standing. You shouldn't be down there taking that shit if you don't need it. Yeah.
Still fucking standing.
But I wasn't talking about that though.
Getting the goddamn thing from them people.
That's not what I was saying.
I ain't saying that's what I'm saying.
But you took my conversation and turned it into something else. It was sounding like shit.
You was condoning them people going down there
and
get that shit.
If you open your damn ears and still trying to be defensive,
I
said fuck that. No, you didn't hear shit because my conversation started off and said, leave the people alone who is going to the food bank who need food because they was already going there. The people who was fucking with them. That's why I'm on my live speaking because that's been a whole conversation. I'm talking about the motherfuckers out here running their mouth and worrying about people getting food who was already getting food. They need that food because that's why they go to the food banks. I ain't talking about the people that's out here just going to get food. Yes, they was acting selfish like that. That's what I was speaking on. We already know you ain't got no damn business down there taking all them people's stuff.
That's what I'm speaking on.
That wasn't what I was talking about.
That's what I'm speaking on.
We've been talking about that for the longest.
Fuck that. What's up, Justin Danny?
But we talking about people worrying about people who already was needing stuff. It's people out here already was had help getting their bills paid. It was people already out here getting help from the food banks. Because that's why they run the places, because people need help. People work. It's people work every fucking day. They're still doing just as bad as other people. They don't make enough money, and it's not their fault. They working.
I understand.
Economy is high in the motherfuckers.
I understand all that what you're saying, but I'm saying don't be taking your ass down there getting shit from them people.
No, we wasn't even talking about getting shit from the people. We was talking about the food banks.
How many people call and tell you that shit free? As a regular, standard human being.
And they doing it every day, so we ain't tripping
about no shit like that.
But you know, all these motherfuckers selfish. That's what they do.
That's a fucked up.
Somebody shared it's a shame. Somebody shared
That's fucked up. If you doing that out
there,
doing it. You a fucked up person, B. Real talk.
Somebody had another to put on Facebook. Sister Tornado, I've been eating free every day. And then somebody else put on there. And said, I'm tired of eating tornado food. People is sick.
Can't be.
But I tell you, out the wild.
People is sick.
No, they is. No, I told you out the wild. Them motherfuckers gonna get to saying, fuck this free shit, all this free. Where the fuck the place to stay? Is what they gonna be screaming in a little bit. Fuck all this other shit y'all keep bringing down
because
here. Where's the fuck to stay?
But that's the thing that I'm saying. What people keep failing to realize is everyday people can't house all them people. They have to wait for the government. And what people fail to realize when it comes to the government, they can't just say, boom, everything is in order. Everything has a place, a time, a space. They have to do everything in order to do stuff. It take weeks. Then y'all just see last week when they said that they just now getting to the people from March. They just not getting the stuff processed. They just not getting the stuff processed and approved for March. So this just happened. So you still gotta wait. Everybody want everything to just. They feel like. But people feel like every time something happens, you could just jump on it. No.
Are not prepared for this.
And that's still.
They weren't prepared for this, baby. And I ain't putting no blame. I ain't blaming nobody. But if you was a human being, you've been in your house for all them goddamn years, and you ain't had no insurance or something, shame on you. Shame on motherfucking you, real.
But they walk around here and do it every day. They walk around here and $3,000 worth of clothes, ain't got a car or nothing else, and ain't got no life insurance.
Shame
and
on
then,
you.
Then everybody on here saying, "Can you?" I didn't. It was all of a sudden. Death is always all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's
so. That's why you. And an accident is an accident. Nobody go out here and say, "Oh, I think I'm gonna be in an accident today. Let me get some insurance."
It's as simple as if you go buy a brand new motherfucking car. You leave off the lot without paying no insurance for that motherfucker.
And they crash. And people, and that shit have happened.
You ain't got no car no more.
I have literally been at places and people pull off and they crash into their car.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's why dealerships.
What they call it, gap insurance.
Yeah, you can get that too. You can get that too. If you don't have, they make sure you get insurance before you pull out because they fuck. But then a lot of them don't give a fuck because once the bank approve your loan for your car, the car dealership people don't give a fuck. They don't have nothing to do with that. The bank already paid them. You owe the bank, so that's be on you and the bank. The bank will fight you, but the bank ain't playing with you.
So they gonna shut everything.
Yeah.
They gonna take your house. They gonna take every motherfucking thing.
Even when I went to car lots and paid all cash for my cars, I sit right there and call my insurance company and say, I just bought this car. Woo, woo, woo. Cover me. They cover me immediately. I don't even drive off the lot with my used cars without my insurance on my car. Yeah. I have never drove off the lot without my insurance.
Type of car you got, because if you got an old car, they ain't even giving you no goddamn. They ain't showing you no love on that shit. So you just gonna get bodily harm.
My cars was.
Your car gonna be gone.
Every time I got a car, it was worth it.
No motherfucking.
But you even that too. You still don't want to have to pay for it.
No, of course you don't.
And then you most definitely, if it's your fault, you owe for your car and somebody else. Right. So even if you only got liability, if it's your fault, you don't have to worry about triple double.
Yeah, you ain't.
And you still, and then what people fail to realize also, you always still can sue your own insurance company. You can sue your own insurance company.
My son just did.
You can sue your own insurance company. You have to do what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do to make.
You know what? And that's the reason why these insurance companies ain't insuring our motherfucker that, because we didn't.
Nah, they insure.
They got the ins and outs.
You can sue your insurance company.
The ins and the outs of this shit.
And if somebody else in the car with you, they can sue your insurance company as well.
But they just they will drop you though.
Yes.
Like, how dare you have an accident?
Tell me this, these people stayed in these houses.
Then I paid you for you to have an accident.
People stayed in these houses for all these motherfucking years. And insurance company kept telling y'all, we ain't putting no insurance on your shit. We ain't putting no insurance on your shit.
Because the word said too. That played a lot of.
So you basically, you just
it's not so much that they not putting no insurance on your shit.
What?
It's the fact that you have to find the right one, and they gonna charge you an arm and a leg. That's all it is. Just like your cars. It ain't never nobody that's not gonna insure you. It's somebody that'll do it. They just gonna charge you an arm and a leg.
Well, maybe somebody need to start bringing these prices down where motherfuckers can afford.
Insurance is highway robbery anyway.
It is. It's a
I know,
guide.
cause you only paying if you only paying for just in case something happens.
Just in case.
Just in case.
And what are
You
the
paying
odds
for
of
just
a
in case
tornado?
something happens.
This last tornado was what, 80,
And that's
80
why they
years
were-
ago?
No, last tornado was just some years ago. Toward Berkeley.
Hey.
Toward Berkeley, Missouri. Yes, it did.
And the other one a few months ago.
So it is. Well, we get tornadoes. Everybody might as well stop saying we don't get tornadoes, but we get tornadoes.
But what happened before that? Like, shit,
1950,
No.
59,
What happened?
That was the last big one.
Yeah,
That was the big one, but we done
They
had
got
several
little
tornadoes.
babies. Little
Joplin,
small.
Missouri just had theirs.
No.
That was a big
Oh.
ass one, yeah.
2009.
I'm trying to think how old my kids
Missouri,
was.
we get fucking tornadoes.
My kids was
Yeah.
like 15, it's been like 15 years ago. We had another big
Missouri,
one.
but never in the heart of the city.
No,
'cause
St.
they
Louis
can't
County just
No,
had it.
St. Louis County, we get them. We done had several.
St.
Go look
we
it
talking
up.
about
Go
in the
look it
heart-
up. When was the
in
last
the heart
time?
of the city.
When was the
city-
last
I know, but I mean, it's just St. Louis.
I thought it was
period. You don't know
1950
what part it's
something,
gonna touch.
They unpredictable, B. You just don't know. Just
Cause
so
they was selling
just
them
so
cars
happen
like
that
crazy.
motherfucker
They
down
was like,
this
you ain't
year.
gonna get you a car. No, I don't want that motherfucking car.
All the hell damage on
Yeah.
that motherfucker.
I buy one of them pickup trucks. I ain't gonna even.
Oh yeah, I'll buy a pickup
Yeah,
truck.
a work
and
truck,
hell
a
damage
work
down
truck.
And
Yeah.
work all in that
Okay.
motherfucker. Wouldn't give two fucks about it. You ain't
Cause
lying.
they online now. They cheap.
I would-
But I
give
didn't
two
want
fucks about it,
no
not at
car
all.
note when I just went on the lot and bought me a car. My car didn't have to be brand new with hail damage. I bought me a car with cash. And they was like, go get you one. No. Why would I want to pay a car note? And half of them wanted that went and got it couldn't afford it.
I definitely don't
And they
want a
asked
car
it.
note.
And they
then
got
you
tough
and them
tags.
cars, them cars got taken. And I still have my car. My used car I went and bought off the lot with cash.
Hey, these people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that shit right
But
now.
you know what I heard?
I'm sorry. Those people don't want to hear that shit.
What I just heard
They like,
though,
fuck that.
on the radio coming in, it was a car salesman, and I said that shit make a lot of sense. Nobody don't talk about that. He said, people need to be aware of buying these hail damaged cars. Yeah, they take a few $1,000s off, and you think you got something going on, but like he said, when it comes down time to fix it or anything happen, the insurance people are not gonna fix it, and then it's gonna be hell when you try to trade it in or sell it because it's not gonna be worth nothing. It's like
who
those.
the fuck gonna take in a car that got goddamn me look like somebody took a whole bunch of goddamn me baseballs and just
You
kept
know,
throwing at the goddamn
after a
car.
while, people get their cars. They want to get something else, or they want to trade them
You
in.
can't think
You
finna
can't,
get nothing
but
with no
people
car that all
do.
hell damaged up.
But people don't think about that,
Oh no, why not?
and that's
I
what
ain't
the man,
know
the
this.
car lot man said. And
Okay.
I never thought of that. And when he said, it, I was like,
Oh,
dang.
So
why
they
not?
said the last tornado, I think it was one in Riverview. Okay, so
Yeah.
April the 22nd, 2011, Riverview. It was an EF4. April the 10th
What's the
in
biggest one?
2013.
Yeah, five.
Five's the biggest.
Yeah, in 20.
Joplin Spirits.
Them the ones I'm talking about, cause my
April the
kids was
10th and
teenagers.
20, it was in the hill. It was an EF. It wasn't no number. But then May the 31st and 13 in Riverview, it was an EF4.
Yeah, four. That's
And May the
crazy.
16th, that was the one that just
Well, we
happened.
get tornadoes here. That's why
Why did we not really hear about
That
it?
ain't that much
tornadoes.
though, cause from
We just don't get 'em like
2011,
the normal-
2013,
We
and
don't
then
get them
this
like
one.
Oklahoma doing shit like that, B. But we get
Why didn't
tornadoes
we
here.
didn't, well, at least we didn't hear about the other ones.
No, you
Sure
didn't
the
hear
hell
about it. You
did.
didn't
They
hear about
probably
it. You
did.
just forgot
Cause the
about it.
EF4 in
Damn
Riverview.
real, B. You heard
Oh,
about
that was the one that messed up the airport and stuff, ain't
it.
it?
Yes. When I told you toward Berkeley and all that,
Yeah.
fucked all that up. We get tornado. People can stop
Oh,
saying we don't get
hold
them.
on. I need
Damn, I ain't even go
I need to
out
take a
time.
moment
So it
for
messed your skin up.
Hey, Gina. Don't shush me. Hey. Hello, ma'am. Okay. Here, we're on the air. Gina.
Okay.
I'm trying to take a moment of I need to take a moment of silence for
yeah.
Jay Savage. A member of My City, My Music,
Yeah.
talented artist. I mean, wow, I'm actually at a loss of
What
words.
happened to him?
He's not with us any longer.
I understand that.
We don't know. So,
He
but
was
he's
just on Pop the Balloon.
yes,
Yeah.
he was on. He didn't pop the balloon.
Pop the balloon.
The other
And I
Uh,
understand that, but this is important. My family comes before everybody. My cousin got dragged by her car, so that's
Okay,
cool
well,
too.
you can-
I was
all
fine.
right.
Go ahead. I'm just saying.
All right, but yeah. So Yeah, just let you know how precious life is, and he was just here in the back recording last week. Yeah, he's on Cyphers. I mean, really talented artist, and I think he had health problems, I believe, but he's
talk about it all the time.
He young too.
35.
High blood pressure, all that type of shit.
Yeah, so I mean,
you gotta take care of all that shit.
Wow. So
I never tripped off that shit till you got up in age.
It's like when somebody.
I was just talking about.
I mean,
go to the doctor, you would never know what the fuck is wrong with you.
I was just joking with him. I was always talking trash to him and being funny. It's just it's real when it's like I didn't even know that. I mean, I'm literally at a loss of words.
You hear 1 minute and you're gone.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
That's exactly what that is.
That's exactly what we were just saying.
Yeah, you hear 1 minute and you're gone.
You never know.
Now, I hope he handled his business and he ain't got to send his family on Facebook. Sell fucking place, baby.
Yeah, but it just happened, I guess, yesterday. So
don't be no rapper around St. Louis just happened. Don't be no rapper around here. You rapping around here, you acting big boy, and you sending your family to do goddamn sell places to bury your motherfucking ass.
Yeah, a lot of people know.
You need health insurance.
Get
your annual. No one wants insurance. I mean, no one wants to pay for it.
I know you don't want it, but you got to have it.
Same with your cars. That's why everybody has temp tags.
Hey, now you already know it. Well, if you know you out here riding without no insurance, you know if your shit gets smacked, you can't sit here and be mad. You can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Be mad at your goddamn self. Because you riding around here without that shit, no fucking fake.
Right. And that puts the rest of us at risk.
I think you should just prioritize. People do need to, because the money there.
Yes.
If you can go to the hole in the wall and drink, or go to the flea market and buy your fake kits, and go out to eat every day, it ain't that expensive when you think about it. You can pay for it.
Especially, you know what?
And then once you need it, then of course they raise the price.
I'm
like
so
really?
Motherfucking hood. I'll be like, to you out there, I understand motherfuckers can't pay house insurance and car insurance, but my motherfucking house gonna come before that motherfucking car is.
True.
My insurance on my house gonna come before.
But if you've been living in the house a million years, I don't know, man.
If you've been living in that house for a million years, that mean your ass supposed to been putting money into that house to where they'll be able to still want to insure that motherfucker.
I just feel bad for the
elderly.
I feel bad for the elderly people that's out there right now.
Most
like,
definitely.
I feel bad.
And that's what I was just speaking before you came in when I was saying about the food banks and all of that stuff. And I was saying how you got the elderly people that's disabled and only get a few dollars, and they got to pick between getting food and medicine and all of that. I say now, you know they can't afford that stuff and all that. So they need this food just as much as the people that was in the tornadoes, because they still was already surviving off of that food and that help and their bills paying.
Elderly.
Yeah, and disabled. I said the elderly and the disabled people. They get money. They get money. They get money, and even people. You got people that's out here that's disabled, got jobs. You got people out here, but they still work, but they don't make enough money.
They already did their part.
Yeah.
They already did.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They still need that, and they actually really can't afford the insurance because they can't even afford the light bill. They can't.
85% of Missouri, 85% of St. Louis County and St. Louis City, motherfuckers can't afford their fucking insurance.
That's what I say. They really can't. But the ones out here with $300 belts on and $500 tennis shoes, get the fuck off. Get the fuck out of here.
Priorities fucked up. And I say the same thing about when I see motherfuckers with Apple phones, $1,200 Apple phones walking up and down the street, and you walking up and down the street, and you got a $1,200 fucking phone in your hand. Ain't no fucking way Big Fail finna be
priorities
with no $1,200 fucking phone in my hand.
They'll give you that phone and put you on a 1,000-month payment.
But that's like your insurance.
Go get you a car.
Nah, but that's just like the insurance too, though. You pay your insurance monthly, same way you pay your bill.
Well, you can pay 6 months. I think it's a little
I'm just saying,
cheaper.
but you still can pay monthly as well.
Yeah.
You can pay the whole. You can pay the whole year.
If I can't even afford to buy it, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. That's the problem with credit cards. Basically, I leave my credit card at home. Yeah. I just put it, tuck it. Not scared of it. It's out of sight, out of mind. Same with like cash.
I don't like to carry cash. I go just in case something happen. I carry a credit card everywhere.
No, I don't need it. What do I need it for?
But I'm good with money, so it don't bother me. I carry a credit card everywhere I go.
If I need it, I go get it.
I may not be.
Why would you need to go get it when you can have it on you already?
Why would I have it on me?
Especially when I go out of town, I keep my credit card.
That's what it's
You
for.
scared.
No, it's emergency use only. I don't need it.
no.
Why do I
carry
need
one
it?
credit card
Like
with
she
me
just
everywhere I
said.
go.
Like she just said. Why do you want stuff you can't afford?
There you go.
I'm good with money, so it don't bother me.
Whatever. I got all my expenses.
I'm doing better, but
When I say you not good with, but that don't mean
That means you will spend it because you got it.
There you go.
And I'm not like that.
That means I don't need it.
There you
Why
go,
would I carry it?
But because anything can fucking happen. Like I tell Gina,
If anything happens, I go home and
she
get
always
it.
go out of fucking town and all the country. B, you better keep.
Oh yeah, if you're going out of town,
you don't never know what the
yeah.
fuck.
my weakness is people I love and things that I believe in. I spend my last.
I've been there, done that, and I learned that. That's why I was broke.
You gotta take
I
care
don't
of
do that no
yourself
more.
first.
You're not a fucking child. Boy, I walk around with all credit. All them, I ain't leaving.
Where's your goddamn wallet, first of all?
I don't believe in them.
What?
You lose them.
My sons lose all their wallets. I'm like, how y'all lose y'all
Get the
wallets?
wallet with the chain on it then.
Fuck, I
What
don't
the
need
fuck?
that. I'm old school. I'm a nigga.
So you the one
If
that
you to
stand
get
there
my
at the
shit-
register going through all your goddamn
I do.
cards trying to.
Look,
Then what do you need all that for?
Cause them is his
What do you need all that
When
for?
I go to the store, blah, I pull one out and it's a done, then I'm gone.
Why do you have that many?
What you mean? So
Why
what
do you
say?
need all those?
He's like, what you mean? This ain't no meaning. A lot of them. Let me break it down to you, bro.
I ain't
got
gonna
them chimes. I don't even need them. Throw them away.
I don't got
I ain't never even.
I love my child.
But big boy.
See, he carry all his. I don't carry all of mine. I don't carry all.
Yeah, why do you? I don't know why you need all that.
I carry.
I don't know either.
Hey, if a nigga ride me, he can't get it.
I
why would you
Yeah,
carry
you can't
it?
get him.
Anything can happen.
I got
big boy.
I carry him.
All my shit on me. What you mean? It's too many motherfucking fuck boys and people around this motherfucker. I'm not leaving shit around.
Well, my other ones, I got 3 at home.
No. You better keep that shit on you at all times.
No.
And look,
if you can't leave your shit at your house, then you got the wrong people at your house.
what you mean?
Cause why you can't leave that shit at
I
home?
could.
Cause something might happen while I'm
I
out.
can, but you don't never leave without no money.
I got
So
credit
you can't
cards
leave
left at
without
home.
2 or 3.
No, I got
Look how
something
much
at
money
home.
I keep on me.
Oh no, I got
Okay.
money too.
Look at that.
I keep
I
a
just
little
five.
bit.
I can keep
About
five. I just keep
$75.
$5 on.
Yeah, I feel weird when
That's
I got
it.
a lot of money on
I don't
me
even
now.
spend money, baby.
That's crazy.
So when I got money on me, it's weird. Like I feel,
Yeah,
it feel weird.
It does.
Real talk. I'm not. Wallet.
If I have cash, I always spend it easily.
But I like to use 1 or 2 credit
Yeah,
cards.
one or that's it.
I don't like to run all my money.
I
got one credit card. I got.
See, my cards got money on
So all
them.
you need
And
is
then only got
all
one
you need
credit
is
card.
I got
for
one credit. I got
emergencies.
2 credit cards and 2 debit cards. That's it.
Well, what the fuck? That's a plethora
right.
of shit. That's about 15 goddamn cards.
Hey, don't feel. Oh no, this some other shit.
I got
Jarrett's,
three cards.
This K's.
Oh, okay.
This AAA.
Oh,
Look,
okay.
I lose everything. You got to give in my pockets to get anything. Good luck to you. Good luck to you going in my pockets.
Well, all my
Real
stuff
talk.
locked, but I carry my stuff too because
I keep it.
I go. I never know what I'm gonna do. Like I could do what I want to do when I want to do it. I might pop up and say I'm finna go shopping. I'm going home and get it. I might want to buy something or something happen to my car or something. If I have to do something, I don't want to say, oh, I gotta go home and get it. Because even in the street,
steal it from you. They can steal it from you. You gonna get it right back. That's the
true.
great thing about
that's
a
why
fucking credit card and debit card. You gonna get it right back. You might have to wait a second.
but that cash
but
you
gonna
done.
get it right. But if you
you're
get right for
done.
your money, you ain't getting that back. You ain't getting that back at all. Real talk.
That's what's up, y'all. But
Yeah,
I'm good with money, so it don't bother me.
I'm not.
Justin ain't good. Man.
I'm learning.
I don't need it.
Because I was never taught
Why
that
do I
shit.
bring it?
You got one.
Like
I
my youngest son,
carry one.
he hold on to his money tight.
carry
Now
all.
my oldest son,
What's the
if
difference
it's in
if
his
you
pocket,
bring
he's
both?
spending it.
It ain't no difference.
I don't need
He
it.
gonna
having it at
spend
home, what's
every
gonna prove?
dime.
That's the one with all the dreams and
Don't need it, but you still can have it on you just in case you do need it.
cartoon.
My youngest son gonna keep his.
Okay.
My oldest son is the rapper and the
Yeah,
he
that's
gonna
why it's
spend.
so artist because he pouring into
But
his
he been like that. Like I don't know what to do with him. Like
Like
Dirk, when he came from the military, Dirk had a job bringing home after taxes $1,000 and some dollars a week after taxes. Dirk would spend every fucking dime when he come home. and Monday, when it was time for him to get back and go out of town, because he was working for the utility map. If people don't know who they is, they subcontract for Union Electric.
You know what? I'm not recant on that.
When you spend all your money and don't pay your bills.
I'm not bad with money.
Do you take care of your bills?
Yeah.
You pay your bills on time?
I just pour into my
so
my
I
shit.
consider a person who bad with money if you don't.
I'm gonna say he bad with money because that's still part of your bills when you know you have to have money to go to work the next week. When you know you got to have gas money, you know you got to have food to eat. Dirk was spending a whole 15.
Talking about, can you give me some gas money?
Right. But you just got paid Friday.
Crazy.
And that's my son. He bad with money. I'm like, dude, you just had $1,000.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then I got to give you money to buy food for lunch the next week. But Dirk don't used to go out of town, so they would be gone.
Oh shit.
No, I'm saying for work. He would be gone all week. So you not like you at home and you come home and eat and all that. You actually out of town for your job.
Gina, you know why he do that, right? Because if I knew I was finna get another $1,000, then I'd blow it too.
But you have to realize he was 19 and 20 too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At that age, I'd blow it too. Real talk. Get $1,000 too.
There he is.
No faking on that.
Wifey out there? I'm saying wifey out there? Okay.
All right, we're ready whenever. Yeah. All right, well, yeah, we'll take a little.
That's old Floyd.
We'll take a little
We're gonna play some of that music. His daddy music.
I started.
What his daddy records?
But I knew he wasn't eating none. You probably eat one. This will probably be the cookies. Cookies.
Oh, you got some edible cookies?
Nah, they was just regular cookies.
Oh, well, you should have brought them motherfuckers in.
And you always say you.
But it is what it is. I mean,
I would have tried them cold motherfuckers. Though. You know, I'm into the home baked shit and shit like that. Yeah. No face.
I would have tried.
As we proceed, we'll lead the masses into the darkness of the nation's past. The true song, the one, plain, wet, and fierce.
Blood, sweat, and tears, yeah, I give you that. Sacrifice of love, got nothing back. You're in the darkness, I'm the face of fact. Blood, sweat, and tears, yeah, I give you that. Blood, sweat, and tears, yeah, I give you that. Sacrifice of love, got nothing back. You're in the darkness, I'm the face of fact. Blood, sweat, and tears, yeah, I give you that.
Don't mind me, minimize your business. I'm aggravated, I'm pissed off. The game done got crazy, and these people had to list off them opportunities. They can't stand it. I understand it. I stomach it. Real men don't stumble in. Hit the ground, they running in. I'm wide open, I never change. Check the master resume. That first line, my DNA. Blood, sweat, and tears, and say hot. And now, bitch, and I don't play. Said I'm coming out, I'm crazy. Better get up out my way. Now any day, in any weather. Too loose head and I'm too clever. You can't catch me, you can't stop me, motherfucker. Who gon' cop me, man? Always born to die. You can never question why. Cause the sacrifices that I give are the only answers why.
You are now listening to the greatest radio station on the internet right now, My City, My Music. I do want to let y'all know this is the best radio station out right now. So, nigga, fuck your squad.
Oh, bang. Yeah. Hey, this right here going out to the 2016 World Series champions, the Cleveland Indians. Hey, we need everybody to get on up out your seat. We need y'all to throw that one up in the air. And this a new line dance for you. We gonna call this here the championship slide. Let's go. Now step it to your right. Now step to your right. Now step it to your left. Now step it to your left. Now step it to your right. Now step to your right. Now step it to your left. Now step to your left. Skate up with it. Skate up with it. Skate back with it. Skate back with it. Now kick with it. Now kick with it. Now turn your body to your left with it. Now step it to your right. Now step it to your right. Now step it to your left. Now step it to your left. Now step it to your right. Now step it to your right. Now step it to your left. Now step it to your left. Skate up with it. Skate up with it. Skate back with it. Skate back with it. Now kick with it. Now kick with it. Now turn your body to your left with it. It's the championship slide. Come on, championship slide. It's the championship slide through the championship slide. It's the championship slide through the championship slide. It's the championship. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is that why you are here?
Cause I remain low key. I just ask one thing, but respect my G. And all them bad bitches come and throw it on me, please.
Everything gon' fleek up. 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 Everything gon' fleek up.
Everything gon' fleek. Got a nasty bitch, keep her bustin' on my sheet. Me and DJ Money, yeah, we do this all the time. Keep my hustle gang on fleek, money always on my mind. Tryna get a million. My bank account on fleek, stroke clubs throwing wine. But I keep them bandaged out, nigga playing games when they wrong. Keep them running, 5 shots, click, cock, get pop, nigga, then some. Then front, don't be the game, bitch, you kept my name, though. Me and my niggas on that Jeep, I put the same, huh? These niggas cheesy, baby, believe me, but I'm not gon' make it easy. You can better believe me, everything gon' fleek out.
Everything gon' fleek up. 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 Fuck you, man.
MyCityMyMusic.com. Tune in, motherfucker. Yeah. Come on.
Oh yeah, we're back. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the world renowned. World renowned? Are you world renowned? Intergalactic. Yes. You're back with the Kicking Company show, My City, My Music. We have the Floyds in the building.
Yes, indeed. Got some big stuff going on.
Oh,
you didn't go to the other little thing. I don't think I seen you since. What was that thing we had? They had at the Grandale. I think that's the one my aunt was singing in.
Singing in the shower.
My aunt was a singer. You better ask somebody about Ruth Nichols, baby. She sang all over the world.
Ruth Nichols?
Nichols.
Oh, you said
my
nipples.
aunt. You better ask somebody about her, baby. She sang. That was a singer. It wasn't no singing. That was a singer. And then I think last time you saw us was we was down at the other place. We was on Broadway with Mary.
Hey, I welcome world out there. Yeah. Woo-wee.
We down there dancing like that. I didn't think we knew that song. I didn't think we knew that song. You can't do it out. Oh, probably because the case.
You're backwards.
Oh, I gotta take the case off. Yeah.
In case. Darn technology these days. They're darn tootin'. Oh man. Well, we have a wonderful show lined up here. We're getting all of our stuff together. You can get an intern.
This one just do like
an intern or an outturn.
Like this.
Yeah. That's more complicated. Yeah. All right, we're getting situated.
Yeah, getting situated with us.
So welcome to the show.
How you do this?
There we go.
Sorry, y'all.
We're getting situated. I'm gonna do a cipher real quick. Let me say that again.
The voice articulation.
Make sure it stay up though. See, the problem is keep on. Yeah.
I got it.
If y'all see me, y'all see what I'm doing with all this.
I'm talking about the hair. Talk about the hairdo. If this beat ever drops. This beat's too slow.
Whispering, shouting aloud.
He knows that guy. Kevin's famous.
Food, drink, pulse, digestion.
begins in the PM. I am, and you see who you think that I see I am. I'm over there getting adjusted. Is my phone right? Is my hair right? Hey, I'm doing film, and that's all right. What's up? We got Teasy in the.
How you know when you actually on?
Oh yeah, we got excellent shows up in here. We're doing TikTok. It's a free for all in here right now.
I gotta get help, y'all.
We got a Major League Baseball player in the building.
I am with a bunch of friends.
Yeah, so we're gonna
from my city, my music, all day long. And I'm telling you, we go way back to basement days.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
We
so
go
I guess, way back. All right, April. So we'll get into it then. So Kevin, we're live. Yeah, so we're getting back to business here. All right, don't make me bust the hammer out now. Okay?
Oh,
Calm down over there. We're running tight ship around here. Ship shape. Ship shape. Welcome to the show. Let's get back to the origin. You're talking about the basement days. Let's let our wonderful listeners know. Where were you born and raised?
I was born in St. Louis and raised in St. Louis. Am I supposed to move this?
You can move it a little closer. Yeah, that's fine.
Seems like it's a little far back.
Yeah, I got you the low rider over there.
When I tell you our basement days was fun.
What part of St. Louis?
I grew up in North St. Louis on Sarah Maffitt, where Sarah Lou's is at. Shout out for the North Side. Then I moved to the Walnut Park area.
Hey,
then I moved. I think I just say St. Louis because I've been all over.
Sure.
But it's from Kirkwood to the city, everything.
Yeah.
Let me know. I'll be happy.
How about you? Where you?
I'm born and raised in Detroit.
Detroit. All right, there you go.
St. Louis got connected.
We the same.
You taught Eminem how to rap, huh?
I did have a shot at Eminem before.
I knew it.
But I shot it down. It was stupid. Here's what happened. A friend of mine said, "Hey, I want you to meet this white boy rapper. If you could drop me off at work." And I said, "Man, nobody's interested in a white boy rapper."
You ain't even listening to it.
But I do take it. And we do go into this place called Gilbert, and he's not there. And so, because he wanted me to introduce him to my family in the music industry, my brother Jay-Z and Beyonce tour manager. So I was telling him nobody's interested in that. Years later, I would discover after watching the 8 Mile.
That was the same building, the manufacturer.
I was crazy about Eminem, but I don't realize. Exactly, that's that white boy right there. It be like that.
Oh yeah, well my uncle almost invented the rollerblades. It's true.
Are you for real?
Yeah, he didn't get the patent out in time. But yeah, he just had an old ice skate, basically, right? And tried to take out the chassis or whatever at the bottom. And he almost invented it. That's his story. He's also an airline pilot too. So he's pretty smart. Anyway, back to you. So
I cannot see my face.
So let's talk about the origin story.
Let me scoot up.
She's on the low rider.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the comfy chair, but it's like unless you want to sit on the other one. But
come a little bit closer. I am on My City, My Music, guys. Come on.
Friends.
Come on in here. All
right, let's talk about
some really good stuff.
Let's talk about the origin story then. Okay. How did we meet?
Well, we met through Carlito Doss.
Shout out Carlito. He did my tattoo actually.
At the time, he and I were trying to do music, and I'm trying to figure out where I fit in this world. And he was like, "I got some friends," and I had written a book. He was like, "I got some friends. We can go talk about it." So
in that voice too.
In that voice, and then we're gonna talk about it. And so he brought me there, and then it was just like being around family, and it's been family ever since.
It's always great, and it's nice watching you grow as well. And it's just dedication is the main thing.
Yeah.
And just a straightforward path. I mean, there's gonna be bumps and roads and plenty of potholes in our city you got to avoid. But I mean, to stay on the straight road, too many people get off track or listen to other people. Yeah,
well, I can tell you one thing for sure. You talking about my bumpy road, but I've witnessed your pivoting moments and how you just kept going. And so I'm watching you too.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
Okay, so these eyes are going both ways over here.
Right,
and the important thing is, no matter when they were saying don't do it, it ain't gonna work, and the ratings are down, and there's no way to connect to the people, and all of that, you was like, oh, I got this. I got this. You don't want to believe you can walk to the left, but I got this.
All right.
That's why we do so well. Anything you need, you call me and we'll take care of it. I mean, it's that simple. It's hard to find those kind of people.
Yeah.
Most people.
That's great. That's right. That's right.
A lot of people are just calling asking for favors, right? It's like, no, like we develop a connection so it works.
But in the business that we doing, you want to have mutual admiration. You want to be able to like the person that you're working with.
Exactly.
Because if I like you,
But you ain't gotta always like the person.
Yeah, but it's better to feel.
It do,
you do
but
better work.
It's work.
I'm talking. I don't want to do no song with a motherfucker I don't like.
That's true, but
now if you doing your song, you in a whole nother state. You doing this song, you in a whole nother state, and I ain't got to see you. Okay, we got to put that together.
It's easier to like people you're working with, of course.
We ain't got no camaraderie.
And the bigger
like energy,
and the bigger your company gets too, I mean, it's harder to like everybody. If you got a smaller circle, if you don't like people, it's harder because you can't avoid them.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just with growth. Same with us. We have so many shows now. It's hard to get everybody together because on that one day or whatever.
No, it ain't hard. People do what the fuck.
What do you mean
it ain't hard?
Y'all know I'm at My City, My Music.
Yeah.
Okay. What? And they can call in to the station to talk to me at 515-599-1687. I'm gonna say that to you again, just in case you missed it. It's 515-599-1687. Y'all better give me some calls. Y'all know y'all want to talk to me about my new Nigerian. Look, I'm so proud. I worked so hard to get me a fro. My hair, it just wouldn't shrink. It wouldn't do right. But I got that fro now. So y'all call in and talk. Wait, I got a question.
Cherokee.
Okay.
I got some African there, but
exactly.
Grandma, I got a picture of her with war paint on.
Oh,
and one of them I had a picture of. She had a Confederate coat on.
Is that right?
Maybe they killed the Confederate.
Okay, I got a question. So as a brown, black, however you, because I'm not black, I'm brown, but whatever. How do you stay grounded and focused and firm on your beliefs in a world of people who kind of try to discredit us as women, period? Ooh, girl, that is a multifaceted question.
I don't have a sound effect for that one.
But let me tell you, it goes back to knowing your purpose and knowing who you are, where you originated from. It goes back to that mother, the mother of everything, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother God, Mother with womb. That is you. And once you realize that this whole situation that you looking around and see don't exist without you, baby, when you realize that diamond, that precious stone that you are, can't nobody tell you nothing. Okay.
They most definitely can't tell you
nothing. Can't nobody tell you nothing. They can't tell you nothing. Woo! Nah, facts, because women in business, it ain't no joke. People think when you see a woman that's accomplished like her or whatever, that it was just like easy. Like she just walked in, she did this, she did. No, I'm sure she can attest to this. So many times she got fought every step of the way, every step.
I'm fighting right now. I'm fighting right now. Everything. I'm fighting right now.
Men don't like women that's they take up for themselves. They don't like that.
I know. You get labeled all kinds.
I'm going to correct you. Boys don't like that, but men. Right.
Men actually love it. It's a lot of boys out here.
It's too many boys out here, though.
It's too many boys. It's too many boys.
Too many boys around here. They intimidated by women that stand firmly on their ground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm mad that we run.
Y'all heard these conversations. Y'all better call in 515-599-1687. Don't try to connect with me on here. I want y'all to call in. Okay?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Call in.
Big time.
Totally different.
Now you got boys out here that are male that want to be treated like men but act like boys.
There you go. There you go.
I want to say it's the women too. It ain't just.
Well, I can't speak for them because I'm not
women
there.
It's women that'll stop y'all. You know.
He's just speaking from the man's side.
Now,
that's all that is.
I'm
I
just
said
speaking
women
from the
because
two
we
I was
are
born
big.
Big time.
Okay, but there are some of us that have those same genitals that are an entire embarrassment to us as a whole, and we all get judged based on that small amount of people that don't have the capacity of thinking and knowing knowing consequences for their actions.
She's calling y'all simple-minded out there. If you don't understand,
they just do and don't think.
She's calling y'all simple-minded. Get out the
and
simple-minded.
We do get that jacket.
You're closed-minded around this motherfucker. Real talk.
Well, the thing is, like she said, like you said, and both of y'all
Michelle,
said, both people, both genders have their own in different things where they're not growing up, and it just contaminate everything that the real people that's trying to do. Because y'all know how we do. We most definitely go on to 101 different things, but when you speaking about that, they holler about the old school versus the new school and all of this, and this how we do it. This how we do it now, and no more. It ain't nobody like this no more. And I'm like, but why? Because it's still being values. It's still your values and your morals that you was taught and that people taught you about. It's still up to you whether you follow it or not.
Virginia,
and that's the part that. But I'm just saying, it's still somewhere.
You can tell a lot of these guys did not grow up with none of that today. You can just see how they act.
But I hate that, though.
I'm sorry.
Because there's so many beautiful things about the new school that I wish I had when I was coming up. Like, they grinding. They no more.
It's things. It's a balancing thing.
Let me put this in here.
It's a Libra, so it can't be balanced.
Do you expect that during the crack epidemic that none of those were carrying anything? They was all free and clear here? And then I suppose that what you're looking at is birth defects.
Yeah.
Okay? You looking at them and you asking them to make sense when they can't.
Right. And so you basically what he's saying is we had
it's true, though.
what they call the kids right now?
What?
Trans.
No.
Gen Z or Gen X.
Confused.
These are YNs.
Half gay.
No.
But that's what they call it? Autistic kid. We just didn't know.
You cannot expect
to
graduate an MIT person who came from crack and heroin use. It does affect the brain as well. So it's not just the physical, it's mental. And so you looking at these kids and it's like me asking Stevie Wonder, hey, can you hand me that cup of coffee over there that's sitting on the brown table? He can't do it.
Damn.
The only way he can, he smelled it.
No, that's real talk. A lot of these guys can't comprehend.
And
where he from that community, so what?
It wasn't that they couldn't comprehend. The older people didn't have the knowledge that the new kids got. Right?
And that's true. And I'm gonna say
this is a big conversation.
Let me.
They can't hear you. They can't hear you. They can't hear you.
Well, the only part that I would disagree with that is
I don't like that.
I was born in '56, and I graduated cum laude. You know what I'm trying to say? Magna cum laude.
Magnum, okay.
And what I'm saying to you is that what I see now, I do think there are two things. Before I say that, I'm gonna say this. There are two things. One thing I love about getting old, and one thing I don't. What I love about getting old is I can see all the tricks that's being played. I can spot them right off. You can't spot that when you're young because you ain't got the experience to know it.
True. Especially if you ain't.
What I don't like is then I act like I'm not supposed to share because the young don't listen. Well, that's a coward.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, he might. But I can't assume that he won't because I didn't listen. So why would I then act like You know that. Oh, they don't listen. Well, neither show me the one that did.
They gotta be, yeah.
I love to meet them.
Yeah. But I wasn't.
But it was when I got older, because
there you go.
My mother told me something one time, and I looked at her and I said, you know, you was lucky that I was born in this family, because I thought I was the brightest thing walking in the building. And until I got locked up.
They got that
and she had told me she had a dream. And I told her, now, wait a minute, hold on. Now, I ain't tell her I got a stolen car out there. She said, Junior, where you at? I had a dream you was in jail. I said, okay, now, hold on, Mom. Because I'm getting ready to give her my friend's philosophy, who I look up to. We the same age, but I'm looking up to him.
Exactly.
I throw it at her. Nothing come to a sleeper but a drink.
Right. I thought you had the game to go.
Okay?
You're right.
And 20 minutes later, I got in the car and was arrested, and I called her. And I said, Mom, she said, where you at? I said, I'm in jail.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the rest of the dream?
Y'all paying attention?
That's when the experience started coming along. The other thing I wanted to say that what I think that is different to me is when the young people, they seem to scroll, they don't read.
Oh yeah.
Okay, they scroll.
They watch.
And they look. But what I feel, I see the younger people, and I say those must be the new blacks.
So whoa! I definitely call the new niggas.
The new blacks.
That's my phrase. I can write up a contract for one of these rappers right now,
and they ain't gonna read shit.
And I can put some shit. I can curse and write.
They most definitely ain't gonna know because they don't know how to write, read, and curse.
Well, first off,
well, y'all ain't giving them their props. They do got some good things about it.
But you know what? First off, long time ago, they didn't allow you to write. Okay?
Yep.
You weren't allowed to write. They already had the hit makers. All you thought was famous had something to do with being rich, and it don't. And my dad wrote over 2,000 songs. He owned his own music publishing. He has never had a manager.
And he owned all this shit.
And he's sitting back. I'm watching him make more money than these rappers are making. They got to tour.
Yes.
That's the only way they're making money. They got to tour.
You know why? Because he can go sell his song to a McDonald's. He can go sell it to a Walmart. He can go do whatever.
Not only that, my old man just was inducted 2 weeks ago, May 17th. He's inducted into, and he's 87. Okay.
Shout out
working
to that.
with Bruno Mars and anybody else. He just was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame.
Shout out to Eddie Floyd, Mr. Knock on Wood himself. He's written over 2,000 songs, and this year he has been inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame.
Shout out to that.
Okay, the Grammy Hall of Fame. Please. If you get a chance, Google him, Eddie Floyd. When I tell you, true legend, it's in the blood. It's in the blood. That's Eddie Floyd Jr. right here. I'm just the one
if you
that loves
to be a writer, the first thing I'm gonna say to you, if you aspire to be a rapper, a writer, the first thing is you don't leave money on the table. Take the hoe out, take the N-word out, and do some real serious stuff, because what you don't realize, my dad's music make it into the colleges, the commercials. He's in over 150 soundtracks and movies. Anytime somebody sing one of his songs on American Idol, that's 20 G's just walked into the bank, and they do it every week.
And he only can accomplish that because he owns his own.
So, and I'm gonna say,
I've been preaching this for years.
And there's a book that you need to get, and it's called What You Better Know, not what you ought to know, what you should know, what you better know about the music industry. Because if you don't understand contracts, the big print give it, and the small print take it away.
Okay, and on that note, I'm going to say this. At the Legends in Film Festival, during our after set party, we actually have someone coming in to tell you and teach you about your rights and fight for you and your music rights. So Legends in Film Festival is all this entertainment. We honor the legends. We do a whole lot of things. But there are some deep things that Legends in Film Festival does
I need help
for
with
the
that.
artists.
I need help with
and
that.
one of them is invite people to help us build on what we already have. Now this person that's coming in, his name is Bishop. Now Bishop that's coming in, he's going to tell you if you got some money out there that you don't know about. and what to do with it once you find out about it. Okay, because there's a lot of people that are legends and still
broke as a mug, boy.
Their money is still going out, and they're not getting paid.
They don't have
properly.
financial advisors.
So that's one thing you can look forward to at the Legends and Film Festival.
No, they just sold their rights
we're
to
going
the music,
to the Blues Museum. Hold up, we're going to the Blues Museum. St. Louis National Blues Museum. The after set party is going to be there, and there's a link that you go to and to donate to get in there as low as $10.
Low as $10.
Okay, that money goes towards the Blues Museum to keep our history where it belongs.
Oh, okay.
Now let's talk about our history. In United States of America, I just found out that I have two parts of me. I'm Nigerian, I'm West African, and I also am Aborigine. I'm on both lands in my blood. Okay, so what I want to do with that, I want to take my bloodline on both sets of Africa and United States, and I want to take those legendary stories that we're filming and the legendary music and everything, and I want to make sure that those rights are making money in the United States and in Africa.
I was just going to say, and in Africa, shoot.
I want you to tell us exactly what this is for people who don't know what you're actually talking about.
All right, let's talk about the Let's start all over. Yeah, because we done got deep, baby.
Right.
Y'all got the professor here, Mr. Floyd here, and he gets deep into stuff.
Get it out.
And that's why I was saying this.
The legend. He talk my language. I've been on this show preaching for 5 years. You better own your own material.
Okay,
let us tell us about her.
So Legends and Film Festival is a festival that we have in St. Louis. We have the proclamation. It'll happen every year in St. Louis, every first week in June. Okay. And what we do is we take legendary stories from legends. It doesn't matter what kind of legends. It can be a legend that's in the film work. It's a legend in music. It's a legend that's a visionary icon. It's legends all over the place. And we take these legendary stories and we film them. And we show them at our festival, okay? We don't film the whole story. We only film the short stories of it. And we invite all the networking people, like the film producers, the directors, the financiers, and the distribution people to our festival. So when they see something that they like in these legendary stories, then they can put up a budget together and film it all outright. And all of that is done to take care of the legends and their offspring. Now, the reason I've said that we have to do this is because a lot of the legends' offsprings are sleeping in their cars because their family members, their parents is made the money, but now they do the same thing and they're not their parents, and so they're not making the money. But they are passionate, very passionate about what their music and continuing the legacy of their father or their mother.
So you saying
Chuck Berry's son too, I think, our grandson.
They don't have no inkling of how to own the music.
They weren't
a lot of times legends do this, and this is another thing. There's so many holes in the system with legends, and what I want, my legacy is going to be preserving the legacy of others. Like mud. So historian and archive and also protecting these legacies. That's why I want it on only on the United States land, but I want it on someone else's land. That way if the United States say, hey, I don't like the fact that you got this luxurious Nigerian hair,
which we get that already.
Right.
A lot of people didn't know.
Right. It's going to be on a different land. And so hold that thought. Okay. So Legends and Film Festival does a lot. We honor our legends. We have our own awards that's being made up and that's designed. It's going to be like a St. Louis Grammy, a St. Louis Oscar, but it's different from any other festival that you've ever come across. Okay. Because we are helping the legends and their offsprings by telling the stories behind. We tell the stories behind the legends and how they became legends.
I love those documentaries, basically. Yes, documentaries. Those so dope to me.
Oh, some of them are not documentaries. I particularly like to do what we call.
Are you talking It's not a documentary. It's a. I'm forgetting the name.
I can't think of it.
But,
no, not that either. It's
but anyway, what I really wanted to tell you.
Yes.
What I really wanted to tell you when it comes to owning your own publishing. I have a friend of a friend. He lives in New York, and his name is Larry. His company is called Primary Way.
Okay.
This guy is buying up everybody's music publishing for whatever reason. He just bought Prince's for $157 million.
Yeah.
He bought Bruce Springsteen for $500 million.
Exactly.
Now I can understand probably why Bruce sell, and he's a very good friend of my dad. But the reason that's $500 million. But the reason he probably do it is because if you don't have any children to carry the legacy, you just get the cash and you disperse to whatever you want, and end of story.
Understand, but that's understandable though.
You know, so you sometimes that happen, and I think he also bought not Dolly Parton. She was smart enough not to sell.
Just like old girl just bought her whole catalog back. What's the white girl that's singing right now? Got all the Tell her. Went and bought her whole catalog back. She own all her music now.
Now, let me tell you this. People that's collecting other people's things is because they know the value of it.
Yes.
Okay, they know the value of it. Right now, what we're building, I know the value of it. And when I go talk to other people, some people know the value of it. But then there's the other ones that tend to look like us that act like it's nothing, and they don't know the value of it. And so
they don't want to put in the work.
When something comes up, when we can't pivot real good because we can't even get the support from our own. The person that know the value of it will say, "Hey, I got the money. Let me have a piece of that." How do you think that BET was sold? How do you think that a lot of the things that's built and our legacy is surrounding is built, and then all of a sudden somebody else has it? Because we don't support and don't know. We don't support and we don't really value how valuable we are.
I do. I do.
We already know you love you.
That's so true. I know the value of me. I know.
I couldn't
go. With you on that one.
When I tell you 5-10 years from where we're sitting at today, Legends and Film Festival is gonna be so big.
I want it to be big.
You're not gonna even be able to talk about, I'm gonna pay for a ticket for $150. Do you know we got somebody?
All the connections. I mean, that's what.
I gotta say this on the air. I gotta say this, y'all, because it's in my heart. I gotta say this because $150 ticket gets you dinner, gets you brunch with the legends. Okay, award ceremony, a concert.
So you get all that.
2 days.
2 days.
Film.
That ain't nothing.
You get to see film premieres. You get to go to after set parties. And how many times can you go in the room and sit next to someone that can tell you the story of how they made it?
Yeah. $150, I would pay that.
You can't even get backstage tickets to go see Mary J. Blige for $150. And when you do, I want to see you sit down with her and have a conversation.
Talk to your ass.
She ain't gonna talk to you.
But what people don't realize,
but I got people calling me talking about some. That's a lot of money.
You know what? It's a lot of money.
Wait till next year. $15,000 for a tape.
You shouldn't even.
I would say that.
Wait till next year.
I'm not really.
I'm gonna put the value of what it really is.
They not even.
They're not supposed to be
Yeah,
there.
that's the part.
You just told me that $100.
That's not.
That's a dinner. That's 2 dinners.
Not even
for you and your
for you and your partner.
That's at McDonald's, man.
It's like you say. It's nothing. It goes back to a whole lot of things we were saying. People pay for what they want. Like I said.
Yes.
And we gonna go back to.
Some people see the value in it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we can just go back to like it's a Saturday night. How many people going out and just gonna go in a bar and eat and drink? And they come out with nothing.
Right.
Tomorrow you're gonna be sick.
$400 gone.
Cause I'm a person who I'm a person who went out and goes out. Once you buy your chicken wings and you buy your couple of bottles and you go to another one and you do the same thing, it's gone.
But it's just all about
it's what you want to do.
No games.
It was no games. Because if you get drunk, you sick, the more your stomach hurts. Yeah, you're
So when you give people all of this, I mean,
yeah.
Go to the website, fegroup.biz. fegroup.biz. And at that website, you're going to see the son of Solomon Burke, Gemini Burke, that's going to be there. How many of y'all know who that is? If you ever seen the movie Dirty Dancing, if you ever seen the movie Ghost, that music is in there.
I love all of
Okay? We got legendary Tim Lampley, who has done pieces on people like Luther Vandross, all of these old school people. He is preserving the legacy in media by making sure he interviewed all these people, and a lot of them are gone. If there was no Tim Lampley, there are a lot of things that were said from Luther Vandross and so many others that we wouldn't have gotten a chance to hear. Okay, so he got the inside scoop, and he's preserving the legacy for that.
Be able to understand.
We have BET's own Sheila Banks. Sheila Banks worked on BET and so many other things, preserving our legacy.
Definitely did.
Yeah.
Definitely did.
We have visionary icons such as Michael P. McMillan. Anybody know who that is? If you're in St. Louis, Michael P. McMillan is the president of Urban League, top nationwide. The biggest urban league is right here in St. Louis, and that man right there.
Remember we kept saying that's what they were talking about. They went from the black to somebody else. Yeah, but I mean,
he is real cool, and he really cares for the people.
Oh,
he's not unapproachable. He is not unapproachable.
Oh, is that right?
He is very, very kind, and when I tell you this man's legacy started when he was he was 10 years old. He started doing things for the community at 10 years old. And this is what he's been around. So he's not just a legend, he's an icon. He's a visionary icon because the things that he has accomplished already, the biggest, the most largest nationwide urban league is here in Missouri.
And you know why I always held against him? I thought, like, why they got this white dude?
Everybody say that.
The first thing I always say, why this white dude?
Because he has that skin color, but he is you.
So that's why I want to talk to him.
Because you want to know why? Because
he come from us.
Because you want to know why? Because what black man stepped up to take the position? What black man stepped up to take the position?
Oh, and even if they did, which one?
Can they match him?
Which one can match what he has done? They cannot. He's not. You cannot match what Michael P. McMillan do. You cannot. What Michael P. McMillan do for this whole world, and especially in St. Louis, it cannot be matched.
Okay, that's the part. It can't be matched
because a lot of times when they get the money,
come on now,
let's keep it real.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's keep it real.
What do we do?
What we do? We find our way.
4 years ago, we just had all black leaders around here,
and they all got arrested.
They got
arrested. They got arrested for stealing money. For stealing money.
All skin folk ain't kin folk. I don't care what you say.
That's right. That's what she said. All skin folk ain't kin folks. We all the no.
And look what happened to our comptroller that happened to the sheriff's department.
That's what I was saying.
No, shame on the city of St. Louis, Missouri.
They're all in cahoots.
30 years.
Hey girl, hey.
No checks and balances.
Well, that lady. Well, y'all know how rich that lady is.
And then she's not even paying the sheriff's department.
What's her name?
No, Darlene.
Right. I'm like, who is Deborah?
Darlene Green.
Darlene
Green. She was in office.
Rich.
Well, of course she is.
Well, I can tell you one thing.
She did something.
Michael P. McMillan stole my heart when I saw.
Stole your heart, not your pocketbook.
When I saw how much he cared for people.
Naturally.
Like naturally.
Genuinely.
Working right now, we just got done with this. This is the most disastrous thing that has happened to St.Louis, African American black people in the poor city ever. And who's got boots on the ground from day one? Michael P. McMillan. He there.
Who don't? Miss Carter Spencer.
Okay.
Our mayor.
Don't do it.
Have you seen her? Yeah, Tashara, she's helping out. She been helping out.
I just want to do it for likes and views.
I want to give. Can we put back up there? That helps me with
Miss Jones. You think she doing it for likes and views?
He said put
Can I give a shout out to Shara?
Yeah.
St. Louis needs to give a shout out to Shara because I'm gonna tell you what she did.
April, are you saying this to me for real?
I'm saying this. I'm gonna always give her a shout out because when Legends and Film Festival turn into, it's on this way, but when it turned into that Grammy Award, Emmy type of thing that everybody from all over the world come and see and bring all that paper and that money to St. Louis, it's going to be because of Tashara decided to do one thing. She gave me the proclamation to do this in St. Louis every June of the first year. That's right. So Tashara, shout out to you, girl. And guess what? Let's see what we had.
Well, I ain't gonna get into the April because you like. I ain't gonna get into that on the street because you
Let on because she wasn't a great mayor. Don't believe she's not a cool person.
Being filmed after the launch of the film festival.
What's up?
We'll be in Detroit filming Who's Life Story.
I love Detroit.
So April,
you tell me.
Yeah, that's what
we gotta wrap it up.
Wait, hold on.
Fail. We gotta go. They got another show coming.
Brenda Wilson. I hooked her, or the film festival hooked her up with an executive producer, and then the same week that we will be at the film festival, they will be shooting Jackie Wilson's
story based on Legends and Film Festival and what we've done.
See, that's what I'm saying.
So we get these stories out there, and somebody come and they do it.
So was you fighting for them to pass that film credit share?
Yes, I was. And when they did that, we made our first film in St. Louis called
Sterling Brown. Come on home.
We shot a movie up
in Blackwater, Missouri.
All right, we gotta wrap it up, yo.
Dang. Come on home, y'all.
Okay, I'm gonna say this before you go. Listen.
We're gonna tune into the next show.
Media extravaganza. Y'all need to be there at 8:30 at Zach in the ballroom so y'all can interview people, talk to people, and have some footage. You are invited to come. Okay. All of my city, my music need to be up in the house. Your logos is all over the stuff. I got your logos everywhere.
So that means he automatically gotta be there.
Yep.
Tell him he automatically got.
This is an opportunity that you probably won't get again.
I love to be there.
Are we there?
Until next year.
Now next year gonna be a little different.
But you might not even
next year it's gonna be about profit for me.
Oh, yeah.
This year is giving everything is going to the Urban League.
That network.
Everything is going to the Urban League this year, y'all. We're donating everything to the Urban League.
You don't have to tell me if
we are keeping nothing.
Extravaganza.
I'm gonna holler it over. I want to talk to old boy.
Okay, so Yolanda Misunderstood Brown with Miss Me After Dark, among other things. Pop the Balloon, LGBTQX. It's growing and glowing and it's getting out of control. You plant them seeds and it do what it do. I got a lot going on. Yep, I'm the only one doing it. I need some. Anyway, I'll talk to you about that. I don't care. I got a lot going on. Check my page out, Yolanda Brown or Pop the Balloon, LGBTQX on all social media platforms.
Yolanda Brown, Pop the Balloon.
Certified hustler.
LGBTQX.
Look it up.
Only. LGBTQX only.
Do it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So this been real.
Oh, we gotta get her first.
Oh, it's y'all girl Gina Wade. That's Gina 2 times. Yes. Y'all know where I be at. I'm here. I'm everywhere. I still got a lot going on, but it's time to go.
B52. I-17.
I was definitely at bingo, boo. Pay my bills.
today.
All right, you're up.
Okay.
All
right, this is April Floyd, and I'm telling you,
April
June
Floyd.
6th and 7th, you want to be in St. Louis, and you want to be at the Legends and Film Festival. Tickets are gone, almost completely gone, so y'all better get on that site between today, tomorrow, and no later than Monday. I think they're going to be sold out, so please get on there. They're only $150 and get a whole lot. Because of the storm, we had to pivot some of the activities. They're all happening, but they're all happening in different locations. So you need to please go to the website, fegroup.biz. Go to the website for all updates and notifications.
So this is for everybody who, if you're an up-and-coming filmer and stuff, you need to be there.
Yeah, man.
No fake it. And I know a lot of you guys out there that shoot videos and shoot movies right now. Y'all ain't there. No fake.
All right, Mr. Floyd.
Mr. Floyd.
How can they contact you?
All right. Last year, we shot a movie for BET up in Blackwater, Missouri, and it is called Deadly Visitor. And so I'm sure that you have children out there, or maybe yourself, you're a musician, you can write soundtracks. You might want to be an inspiring executive producer like me.
Exactly.
Or you want to be an actor, whatever. You need to be in the place because birds of a feather
flock together.
Flock together, okay? And so that's what you need to do. You need to separate the garbage. Come join what we do.
Right.
We're going to give it to you straight.
Like a mug.
And you're going to make what you need to make to protect and take care of your family.
Like a mug. Okay. That's what this is about.
Who are you?
Oh, y'all already know 35 less than tour stores everywhere. King Shit 2 coming June 20th. Y'all already know. Go get it. Album number 20. There you go. Boom.
Yeah, I am an inspiring.
My city, my music. The biggest and best radio. I see you had some kind of radio station award on there. I'd like to apply for next year.
Okay.
Anyway, okay.
We
do gotta have the best radio station in the world. So, but you've seen the evolution of media too, as well as the cable TV's gone, FM, AM radio's pretty much gone. Everything's on your. I mean, this is your TV, this is your radio, this is your camera.
And I remember when you were telling people that and they didn't believe you.
10 to 11 years ago, right when I started this. I mean, everything's mobile. It's quick, fast, efficient, even with the QR codes.
You know what's the equivalent of? From the tapes to CDs. You can just skip to something.
I've been doing QR codes for 10 years too, and I've been telling how convenient those are. Instead of typing it in, you just point and click. You're right there. So I mean, it's all about convenience. People have ADD, and ADD is myself.
No, you just gotta be
get to the point.
You just gotta be willing to go with this time.
If you want a book, we're taking off June. I'm gonna spend time with the family, but we'll be back July 5th. So yeah, June's my birthday month. We're doing that.
When did you leave again?
Your birthday month?
I've got some activities planned here. It's got birthday parties and stuff. That's all. Maybe, I gotta take care of the babies. But yeah, we'll be back. This is my summer vacation. It's a lot of fun, but I need a little, as you know, hard work. You need a little.
You will still be here
every once in a while.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Kind
this is something
hopefully
after
not,
beating cancer that I must tell you that I learned.
Yeah.
I have never had a vacation to this day.
It's hard. Work. It is. I know. I understand. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Tune on for Gloves Off. Tune in. They're gonna have the rest of the story next show. We'll see y'all next week. Teasy. Quality music in the building. Right.
That's true. I just had that experience.